Hi, class. Hello, Professor. This is Jonathan Roberts. Um, for my lab last week, I decided to do this piece of Spider-Man from from the pop art style. Um, Pretty classic, very iconic with the quote of "With great power comes great responsibility." And then when I stepped on into Illustrator, I went ahead and created the piece you see on the artboard right now. And what I actually began with, go ahead and add this layer back in. I'm going to go ahead and take out all the layers and go through this step by step of what I began with. What I actually began with, go ahead and remove the original, was the line work. And I did this with the pen tool. And I try out a couple different methods with doing this. And the first was to actually go meticulously space by space in the original and outline it all, then fill in. But then, on suggestion from my wife, I just drew the actual line and widened out the stroke of the brush of the pen, creating the line art that you see. And then I added in the eyeball, which was another separate layer I created, and then the speech bubble. And I used our text tool to do that. All this was done with the pen tool for the most part. And then you have the blue layer of the costume. And I used masks to hide any bleed out from the background image and the like. Um, and I did this by creating ellipses and actually using the eyedropper tool to get the blue tint from the original image, and then duplicated those ellipses at the similar size to the original piece and duplicated it out to fill in the form. And then I also created a mask for the red portion of the costume and interlaid that in as well. And then you've got, of course, then the yellow background. Again, using the ellipses, duplicating them out into groupings and shapes, and then interfilling the background image. And that's how I did my piece. So yeah, thank you for your time. A little over 2 minutes, so I apologize, Professor. But there you go. See you in class, everyone.